I had an RS2000 Escort, that was nice. I was in Fulham drinking with my brother-in-law Bob. As we got into it, this blue light went on. Like, just like you see in the films. And he went, just go, we'll never catch it. So I was like, and we went flying through this car park. And
prefect or something.
I tried to get through what I thought was a road, but it wasn't. It was a parking space between a pillar and a wall. And the car just went... And in the morning, your mum's come down, was loading the car up. She says, Dan, someone's hit your car. No, come down. I was like, oh no, they've hit my car, look at the side of it. She went, yeah, but they've hit the other side as well.
I'm happy with that.
Right. I thought you were fucking good.
That was
New Suit Fire.
New Suit Fire.
Yeah.
You got one in back, didn't you? I'll give you one in back.
Yeah, I've copied it, so I've got a digital copy of it.
I like suited and booted.
I wouldn't mind putting it on. I keep thinking about maybe doing a podcast of me playing it and talking about it and then pausing it. You know, like...
So just bigging yourself up, basically.
No.
Nice big comfy chair, fire behind you.
And this one.
Cigar
when
on.
it starts off and you put that great big machete down your tail, that ain't going to end well, is it?
And then I jump in the Range Rover. I'm like, where did that go?
And the pool going, which like, how long did it take us to pot the black?
That was funny, wasn't it?
Fucking ages.
Yeah. There was loads of things in that though. That's what I mean. I wouldn't mind just sitting down.
We had my mate Camp Freddy, didn't we?
Camp Freddy. It was a barman.
Steve Phillips.
Not in
that
my,
was Danny.
Yeah,
the Scottish Danny.
Not in my fucking pub.
That was Scottish, was it?
That was a farmer.
Is that where that was Butch? Got rid of the bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a butcher. Yeah.
So I've actually wrote that into a 90-page, 86-page script. It's really good. It's really funny. I've turned it into a comedy.
What bit?
The whole film.
Have you?
Alfie Briggs.
So I wouldn't mind releasing it, even because he was in it as well. He helped me make it. So even if we just sat down and played it and then pause it and say, like, when we did this bit, we used such and such. This is how we did it. Because it was all like done for nothing, wasn't it?
That.
And the initial idea of that was me and Barry bet each other who could make the better film. No,
did you make one?
Better book, wasn't it? You didn't even do it.
I didn't even bother.
And I went full on it and loved it. And then I was like, I want to make this into.
I thought it was Mikey's like.
Yeah.
No, so he needed. So basically, we had a competition between the two of us who could write the better book.
Right.
And I wrote this little short story. And then Mikey was doing the filming, and he needed a story. And I was like, well, I've got one that would probably work for you. So let's go and do it. And I went to Curry's, bought a little tiny camera. Laptop.
We went to cinema and watched it. Then we
Yeah,
had two screens.
That was great fun.
brilliant.
Two screens.
Two screens.
No, I think Matt's one was two.
Oh yeah,
screens.
no, there were two screens. We had one screen, but a lot of the people went in the wrong film. all the drunks went in the wrong screen.
Watch Top Gun instead.
No, it's some German
Fucking
thing.
Eddie's good at filming.
Anyway, let's go.
Where's he going to play through?
For a first film. Jesus. Is that all right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So we've been chatting. Everyone looks good. Can you see? Is anybody in the way of each other?
No.
Yeah, I think someone's in the way.
You got a camera on you, don't worry. Yeah, that's all good.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do your clap.
Yeah, right, 1, 2, 3.
There we go. Right. So welcome to Gasoline Junkies, and I'm Russell.
I'm Barry.
Dean.
Then.
And Den. So Den is actually my dad, and obviously Dean's dad as well.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah, you remember?
That's debatable.
Oh yeah. One of us is debatable.
Picked on already.
Right, so we've got you in today because it's kind of your fault why we're lovers of cars. So we can blame all this money we've wasted over the years on you, really.
Yeah. Blame me, everybody does that.
So we've got you in to talk about your little car journey that you've had over the years.
Okay.
So if you could tell us who you are and what you drive.
I'm Den North. Did you need my second name?
No, I'll remember it somehow. But they don't.
At the moment I'm driving a F10 BMW and also a F15 BMW.
It's spoiled for choice.
Spoiled
You
for choice,
literally open your door in the morning, it's like, which one should I take
I've got
today?
a 5 Series and an X5.
Cool. That's nice.
M.
Got to get the M in there as well.
I'll have the M in it, yeah.
Could you tell us what your first car was?
Yeah, it's a Morris Minor convertible, split windscreen, pre-reg,
That's insane, isn't it, for a first car?
with an MGB engine in it.
Wow.
1800 engine in it.
And that was like literally as you
My
passed.
dad bought it for me, and we've done it together.
Did you?
I even sprayed the wheel silver while the tyres were still on it. just to get that effect. That's the effect I was going for.
Bigger wheels, bigger than 15-inch wheels.
They come back, mate. I set the seed there.
Yeah, but that's back in the day when probably 15-inch wheels would have been absolutely massive, wouldn't
Tractors
they?
had 15.
Yeah, 15 inches big.
Yeah. So you had a Morris Minor as your first car?
Yeah, I
convertible?
didn't really drive it much. Well, I don't think I drove it at all unless he was with me.
Right, okay.
But yeah, that's my first car, first official car.
Right, okay. So could you tell us how many cars you've had it?
No.
No.
But it's way over 80 cars I've had.
That's
I
insane.
tried to work it out today, and oh God, every time I was thinking of them, another one kept popping up, another one kept popping up, and another one. So yeah, but they haven't all been classics. Like, I mean, you've had some people who've had like Mustangs and pickups.
Yeah,
right?
but
these have all been like 10 quid cars I buy off people.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, but I bet you each one of them's got a story.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
Classics
So
now.
what I think we'll do with that is if we tell them to name 20 favourites or something.
Yeah.
If we can get the list and we can pop it on the video
Put
at a
them in
later
there.
date.
Yeah, we can do that.
So with
Yeah.
that, can you name your 20 favourites?
20.
So like a quick fire round, like a quiz show.
Probably the two I've got at the moment are
Yeah.
the Capris. I've had a 3.1 RS Capri. I've had 2.8 injections. I've had 2 litres. Then I had the Cortinas. I had the V6 Savage. I've had X600Es. Granadas, V6 Granadas. I've had 3 of them.
A lot of Fords then.
A lot of Fords. Rover SD1s. I've had P5s, P6s. All V8.
So the P5.
The P5 is a big square one, like
Yeah.
Maggie Fatty used to drive.
Yeah, this is the one that you had the big wheels on it, isn't
I
it?
had,
15s.
it's a story behind it. I had a minivan, and I used to have the CB radio. So on the radio, this guy comes and says, "Anybody got a van they want to swap for my Rover?" I'm like, "Well, I paid a tenner for the van. I might as well have a go." I said, "Yeah, I've got a minivan if you want it. Come back." Probably come. And he come back and said, "Well, where are you? Come have a look at it." So he said, "Come and have a look at it." He said, "Yeah. I'll bring the Rover around." So this thing turned up. It's he was a steward at Santa Pod,
Right.
and he had this Rover 3.5 litre coupe, P5 coupe, and he had the roof chopped, the back doors welded up, the back wheels was like 30 inches wide, and I'm like, wow. Lift the bonnet up. It didn't lift up. It lifted off by pins.
Oh, wow.
And had one seat, one with Cobra seat in it.
Yeah, typical family car then.
No speed though, just a rev counter.
Oh, right.
And it's all done in the sheepskin and all that. It's like, oh, great. He said, but be careful because the servo's gone on it. I don't care. What's the servo? What's the servo? I don't know. Does it? So like, he's gone off with a van, and me and your mum are going, wow, this is beautiful. So I started up, listen to that. It's going. So I took it down the V8 Mobile Street, which was the only road in Milton Keynes at the time.
Right.
Yeah, flying down, went to stop. I couldn't touch the brakes. It was like, and it was like pushing your foot down as hard as possible. And I got to the roundabout where they call it Magic Roundabout now, it's Stantonbury.
Yeah.
Got to that, and it just stopped. And I piggybacked it back, like chug. I went, nah, I ain't driving that thing. It's going to kill me. And I gave it to the Banger Boys. I sold it to the Banger Boys, and they raced it.
Did you?
What a shame.
Yeah.
Beautiful car.
Is that in the garage at Stantonbury?
Yeah, no, it was outside the garage. So the one that was in the garage was one them boys was making. That was the
I
Escort.
remember seeing something that had the gap between the tyres was about that big.
That was the Escort
enough
the
for
boys
dip.
was making, yeah.
Oh, wow. So going back to your car history then, so you're naming some of the cars you've had. Some of the ones I remember is the Peugeot MI16.
MI16 was gorgeous.
That was a lovely look. That was a lovely car and fast.
I thought that was really fast until my mate was coming out of Coventry on the M45. I think it's the M45. A little bit of a motorway.
Yeah. Really, really dead all the time. Yeah,
and it was
M45.
quiet. And I'm like 120 mile an hour, and then this thing went past me. Woof, went past me about 160, and it was my mate in his Cosworth Escort, and phoned me up and told me hurry up. He went, "Come hurry up." But yeah, the MI16 was a lovely car.
Yeah. I remember being in that car with you, and you was racing. I think it was a Golf GTI at the time, and you was racing a Golf, and like for a few miles.
Yeah.
And then this Golf overtook a car, and he looked at me and went, "Watch this," and he overtook the Golf, overtaking a car, and the bloke was like, fuck, like swearing at you, and he's like doing that. So you've like
He started the sunroof and flicked my limits.
That's what he did.
The sunroof.
So he's like going like that to him, so he's like pushing the button, the sunroof's come back, and he's gone like a James Bond scene. It was like
Flicking my limits.
As long as they weren't Werther's originals.
Yeah. I think that did that not evolve to like cans of Coke as well at some stage.
At one stage, yeah, with the Calibra, he opened the window and threw a can of Coke out of it. But shouldn't do that really.
Calibra turbo or 16 valve?
Probably wasn't. It wasn't a turbo. It wouldn't have saved
2 litre one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, so the MI16, that was lovely.
Yeah, it was nice.
And then
Did you nearly have a grandkid in the MI16?
Yeah, Dylan was nearly born in it.
Dylan,
I
yeah.
nearly went for the hospital doors in there.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because our sister is pretty quick at giving birth. She
She's stunning
So,
about. So
yeah.
it's like, so
nearly had Dylan in the MI16.
That's
he was
mad,
nearly
isn't it?
born in that car.
So how long ago was that? How old was Dylan?
24, is he?
That's how long ago you had it.
Was it
Yeah.
five?
Yeah.
Seems like yesterday.
So they started putting those engines in the 205s, didn't they?
Yeah.
The Golf GTIs had them. I had a 1.9 Golf GTI. That was a nice car.
Yeah, that was really nice.
And the 205 GTI.
Yeah. And then
Peugeot.
you had the XR3i.
And the XR.
You had a funny story with the XR3i, didn't you?
That was good, wasn't it? Remember that?
When you was reading the newspaper.
So we was going up to
Yeah.
we was going up the
Yeah,
Leeds.
yeah.
He's come to work with me for the day. So we go up the Leeds. We're on the M1, outside lane.
I used to be his map reader, didn't
Yeah,
I?
he used to be like, so I was on the outside lane, I'm booting it. There wasn't much about, was there?
Nah.
Quite empty. So, and then all of a sudden the bonnet went. It's like a parachute.
I was like reading the map, and then I looked down, looked up, looked over there, everything was red.
I'm going, are we clear? Are we clear? He goes, what? Yeah. Clear.
Some lorry flashed and let us through, but
Yeah, we went onto the odd shoulder and pulled it down.
I remember
and
he was punching that out
punching
of
it and
it.
bent it back and wrapped up with wire and then carried on down the Leeds.
Done the job. But that went across the windscreen and then across the roof, didn't
Yeah,
it? So
yeah.
like
Yeah, because they were taller than that, weren't
Yeah.
they? So it bent over the
L-shaped
top.
over.
It was quality. It was fun.
That was lovely. That was a lovely looking
That was a nice car.
Why don't they make bonnets open the other way? I don't know.
BMW did. You don't like them.
Yeah, he did it.
You should know, mate. Yours is up more than it's down.
This is true.
Wow. You bitch.
I had to get me own back for the 15 inch. There you go.
Yeah, that was an experience, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so seeing as you guys are all family,
Yeah.
Dean and Russ, tell us one lasting memory of your dad and cars.
Mine would be the Savage, I think. So when you brought the Savage home,
Oh, yeah.
and I think I brought it up the other
Back
week.
in the lorry.
Yeah, and I literally sat in the front room and you fired it up, and every picture frame in the front room just vibrated.
It's straight through cherry bomb.
Yeah, it's loud. Yeah, I think that's probably my favourite car that you had as well.
It was nice. So I put it up this side, tried to repair it, and then left it.
Yeah, so the idea was he bought it to do it up, because that's when you used to be like a tinker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then
You had a bit of welding done, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a welding done.
yeah, and then you tipped it on its side, didn't you?
Tips on the side.
And then
On
painted-
tyres.
On tyres.
Tyres,
old
yeah.
tyres,
They
yeah.
must have cracked all the
Glass.
wings and stuff.
No,
and that.
no, they do it.
Did they
No
not?
damage whatsoever.
So he painted all the bottom like blue,
No, it was like
red with blue on silver, wasn't it?
it was kind of like a undercoating stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, done it all tidy.
Yeah, and then you kind of like lost interest in it, didn't you?
Yeah, I couldn't.
That must be where I get it from, you know?
Yeah, and me.
Definitely.
But then there's a funny story to that as well, because didn't you sell it to your friend who then sold it to Ford?
He sold the gearbox to Ford because it had something called
Sequential bullet gearbox,
bullet
wasn't it?
gearbox. Yeah,
Sequential
I didn't know what it
gearbox.
was. But he said
Didn't they open it up and put it on display?
it was
staggered
put on display. Yeah.
Yeah, because they'd lost the blueprints for it. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Is it like a one-off?
That's
It was
cool.
kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4 in a straight line.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to
Did
do
it-
it.
Sequential.
Did the Beetle have that?
No.
Or that just had a real...
You just had a... Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
that's horrible. I remember driving it.
Clunk.
I remember driving it. It was such a small like ratio between each gear, and I was driving.
Just for race purposes.
Yeah, I know, but it's a Beetle.
BMW.
But it's such a small ratio, and I was going up past Healands up the hill, and as I'm going up, I think I must have been in third, and I've gone to go into fourth. No, I was in fourth and it was struggling, so I went to put it into third and put it into first, and it just fucking almost stopped where it was. It would just, the engine went, and I was like, oh God, I think I broke it.
Yeah, you can see why now.
Yeah, you don't remember reverse.
It was my first car. Yeah.
I had I remember, I think you had a Capri, and you had Darren Marlin in the car. He was in the back, and we hit the speed bump by the shops at Heelands, and we took off.
Oh,
What,
yeah.
like
was
the
it?
Dukes of
Yeah,
Hazzard?
proper, like here, and all 4 wheels were off. We was like, what is that? And he was like, don't tell your mum. And then we went and got the park, and we was like buzzing. It was in the car, do you remember? Who was it, Darren?
Yeah, probably.
I remember having a Volkswagen Scirocco GTI, the Mark 1 Scirocco, and I had we all come out the pub. I had 4 people in the back of it, believe it or not, and one in the front, and I was booting it because it was going, and we hit that speed, the hills by the New Inn pub.
Yeah, the two
bridges.
Yeah.
The humpback bridges. And that lifted in the air. And when it landed, everybody's head went in the roof. It's like, donk. That was quite funny.
Oh, you didn't go across both of them then?
No,
Just land on the other one?
That would have been impressive, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would have
Jesus.
been fun.
I was
Wouldn't
thinking from Bullet.
That would have been fun, yeah.
Yeah, I'll never forget that though, in that Capri.
Yeah.
He was like, don't
I
tell
used to
your
love
mum.
my Capris. I had a few of them. Yeah.
I think the last Capri you had was it you bought that as your work car as well, didn't you? It wasn't very practical as a work
the
car.
last Capri I had was the red one.
The red one.
I went with
And
you to
Yeah,
Essex
I
to
bought
buy
it because
it.
I'd lost my job. I lost my job, I was
You paid
bored.
£850 for that, I
Yeah, I
remember.
got some money out off the credit card and went down to Essex and bought it in a car park.
I remember going. Did I drive?
You drove the other car park.
Yeah,
This is where we get it from.
Yeah, it was red with black bumpers, wasn't it?
It was red with, beautiful car.
Yeah, it's really
Stunning.
nice. 2.8 injection.
Yeah.
Freight injection, yeah.
Because
Really nice.
I remember the fuse used to go all the time,
The
didn't it?
fuel pump fuses car.
Yeah.
I sussed it out what it was.
I remember one day breaking down on the A5 and he was like, oh, give us a couple of minutes. And he'd come back and it was like not Mr. MacGyver. MacGyver, whatever.
Yeah, my God. Yeah. Well, theoretically, he is Mr. MacGyver.
Yeah. I'm not wrong. I just sound stupid. But he was like MacGyver. He was like cutting all these wires and putting his fuse in this little thing, and then he was like, "It'll be fine now." And it was, wasn't it?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I'd have sold that actually. I wish I'd kept that.
It would have been
Stunning.
worth a lot of money now.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So that was a 3.1.
2.8.
No,
2.8.
2.8 injection.
What was the one that you always wanted? The 2.9.
I had a 3 litre Capri.
Oh, the 3
Mark
litre.
one.
Oh, okay.
I had a Mark 1 3 litre Capri.
Yeah.
They made the. I've seen that thing about Tickford, didn't I? They made
Yeah,
that
that was
from
sunny. Yeah, it's good. That's Aston Martin.
Tickford's. I
Yeah.
didn't realise that. There's only like 700 made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one of them goes to the Newport Carnival. Were they all white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made, yeah. It would be because Newport panels where Tickfords were made, weren't
That's
they?
Yeah.
Aston Martin.
Yeah. Right, so we're still staying on your cars because it's been quite interesting.
Okay.
Be all day.
So, is there any other cars you can remember that you've loved having?
I used to like the SD1s. The SD1s with the Rover V8s in them. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
That always reminded me of like Mad Max car. Some
Yeah,
reason.
Similar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The SD1.
I always had
350 coupe, wasn't it? Is that what you call it?
3.5 litre, yeah.
350
I always
coupe.
have visions of buying one and doing it so it looked like the
Cool.
the Mad Max car.
Just because of Mad Max car then.
I don't know what it is.
It's a Falcon, isn't it?
It's like the Interceptor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that
Is it not an Australian car?
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It's Ford Falcon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Aussies make cars as well.
Yeah, they make some cool cars. No, they make
We'll get
some
on to
cool
that.
cars.
Utes and trucks.
Is that- No, it's
No,
not.
I think it's a Falcon. We'll have to find out, Chris.
Yeah,
Job for
think
you,
Mad
mate.
Max's car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the V8 Interceptor? The last of the V8.
because the V8 Interceptor wasn't the same as the yellow one that they used in the movies, was it? It was.
But do you know,
It's a special one,
the
wasn't
supercharger only turned on with a button, but it wouldn't in real life because it's got a belt.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't just come on with a button.
Yeah, it looked good on
It
film,
looked
though,
good on
didn't
film,
it? Yeah.
It's amazing.
What was it called, Chris?
Oh, producer Chris. We need to get your internet in here, don't we?
It's not great. Yeah, Mad Max is a V8 Interceptor Pursuit Special.
Did not say what car it's based on.
Oh, we'll come back to
It
that.
doesn't matter
I'll
really,
never
does it?
Find out.
So where did love of cars come from?
Probably my old man. I mean, when I was a kid, I was about 8 years old. I used to do stock car racing, proper stock car racing, when they had the American Chevy engines and the stock cars made out of these are big long front bonnets on them. And so he had one on the back of his lorry once, and me and my mates was playing in it. And I like to do driving, and a big lorry like flatbed, sitting in it driving, like do. And there was a string down the side of the door. So I didn't know what the string does, so I pulled it, and because it was in gear, it shot off the back of the lorry into the neighbour's garden. It was like, what?
Was it running?
Yeah.
Oh.
The string started it.
Oh.
We're like, whoa.
That's where Therapeutic Day Off got its inspiration
Shot off the
from.
back of his flatbed and like landing in
In case of emergency.
Yeah,
Ford XB Falcon.
It was a Falcon.
It was.
You're right.
Well done,
10 points.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he had a few. Didn't he used to do the Wall of Death as well?
He used to do the wall of death on the motorbike. He was a nutcase, yeah. But that's probably where I got it from, yeah. I remember my first car I ever really, really loved was a Mark 10 Jaguar. He had those massive big black Mark 10 Jaguar, really long things. And I used to stand in the back of it and he'd be driving along and he'd had 4 people in the front of it and about 8 people in the back of it. And had tables that come out and
Is that what you chauffeured in?
No, this was just his own cars before.
Oh, yeah. He chauffeured in London as well.
And he was like driving along once, and I was standing up saying, Dad, I think he was going to Box Hill all for a day out. And then something pulled out in front of him and he broke and I smashed into him, smashed my teeth on the back of his head, like it didn't go down too well. But yeah, that was a beautiful car, absolutely stunning. I used to love it. I used to help him polish it actually, which is probably why I loved it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nice story, yeah.
And he used to go, he used to call it scrambling in the day, but it's a bit like motocross now.
Yeah.
On the bikes and go out every Sunday on the back of his, this motorbike called a Trident, I think it was a Trident.
Trident. It's a cross. Yeah, it's 2 bikes put together.
Leaning handlebars. And I was on the back holding it and he gave me his Spitfire goggles to wear on the back. So I'm holding on and he started racing all these bikers, these rockers, like that, and all of a sudden he's kicked it. The glasses had done one. I'm like, wow, I'm just trying to hit him, and he's just. Well, he really didn't know if I was on there or not, to be honest.
Maybe he hoped it wasn't. Go faster.
You're weighing him down.
Yeah. But that's probably where I got it from, my old man. Yeah. He was a speed freak anyway. He was like nutcase.
Oh wow. Really funny.
So out of the 70 odd, if there was one car from your past, excluding what you got now, that you wish you still had, what would it be?
Jesus.
I'm thinking about what you had as well.
That's some cool.
You could both choose one. Like you could choose
yeah.
what car of your dad's do you wish your dad still owned. Let's see if they match.
Mine would be the Savage.
Yeah.
I like the Dolomite. I think the Dolomite is a runner for the Escort.
Dolomite's
The Mark 1 Escort.
Yeah.
Mexico. I think
I
the Savage was on par with that. But
I had an RS 2000 Escort. That was nice. But I
down the sloped front on it.
That'd be my favourite.
No, it didn't have the slug front. It was the previous one to the slug front.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it was-
cone they put over the
Yeah.
lights.
And I was in Fulham drinking with my brother-in-law Bob. He was drinking with the Wigan rugby team in this hotel in Fulham. We came out, went down the car park, couldn't find our car, so I was looking around, and I thought, oh, there it is. Well, we got it, got into it. As we got into it, this blue light went on, like just like you see in the films. And he went, just go, we'll never catch you. So I was like, and it was a little noddy car, like a little Morris Minor, blue and white one.
Jam sandwich. It's called.
No, it wasn't jam, it's a blue and white Morris
What was a
Minor.
jam sandwich then?
That was
It was the
Rover.
white ones with the red stripe that went through the middle.
No.
Right.
Anyway, so this little car tried to put us on. We went flying through this car park, and
prefect or something.
I tried to get through what I thought was a road, but it wasn't. It was a parking space between a pillar and a wall, and the car just went and went through it, and then we went back and just shut the doors quick, run indoors. And in the morning, your mum's come down, was loading the car up. She says, Dan, someone's hit your car. No, come down. We were like, oh no, they've hit my car, look at the side of it. She went, yeah, but they've hit the other side as well. It's like, tell her.
No, you don't. I was going to say she'd find out.
The bastards.
That was quite fun. But that was a nice car, yeah. I think if all the cars I had, if I ever one, it'd probably be the Capri, the 2.8 injection Capri, the red one. I like that. That's a nice car.
Yeah, the fact
So
that you
it's one I
bought,
regret getting rid of.
the fact that you bought that while you lost your job on a credit card as well.
But mind you, I did that with the black Granada. The
Sort of something you don't talk about. I'm sure I went with you to pick that up.
That was down in the car park in Essex as well.
You seem to buy all your cars in car parks.
Funny enough, I just bought this X5 in a car park.
Wow. You're like the luckiest man alive.
Yeah, Essex.
This one Essex Enfield, but near there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Actually, saying that.
That was a nice car.
That would be a toss-up between the Savage and the Granada.
Do you remember how it started? The Granada?
No.
You had to push the cigarette lighter in. Because it had a start button underneath the cigarette lighter. Because, what he'd done is done a like anti-theft thing on it. So to start it, you turn the ignition on, but it wouldn't start with the ignition. So you had to push the cigarette lighter in, and it would start.
See, I remember you doing things like that quite a lot back in the day.
You've done a few cars.
I remember you used to, one of your cars, you used to have to stick your hand down and touch the carpet, and then push. There was a button under the carpet.
I was going to rub your belly and tap your head.
Touch a carpet, Russ. Touch a carpet.
No, there was like a button in the carpet, and you used to have to put your hand down there and push it in.
That's probably because it's too lazy to put in a dash.
But then that did stop. Remember when someone tried stealing Mum's car?
The white light.
Escort, yeah.
They stole that, and I wired up their horns to the ignition
So
system.
basically, my mum had this white lightning, and then the old lady across the road used to let us park there. So our car was across the road, and it put in this immobiliser on, and it was a good job he did, because these people come to steal the car, but they wanted it that badly that they bought their own steering wheel.
Had a crook lock on it.
Had a crook lock. So they bought their own steering wheel.
Yeah.
So,
really?
Yeah, so when they took all the dash off, and they put the dash in the middle, and they put all the screws there, because they were obviously going to put it all back.
Put it back,
the old steering wheel.
And then as soon as they put their steering wheel on and started it up, because they didn't do the sequence, whatever you had to do.
It's like a ghost immobiliser.
Yeah.
He used to do it.
And all the air horns just went off, and then we're all asleep, and then the neighbours are banging on the door. It's like, your car's making a really funny noise.
But it did sound like Wolverton Works on the way out.
Yeah. So that was, but yeah, it was a good job you did it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
really?
yeah, lost it, wouldn't we?
Mm. Yeah, there always seemed to be some kind of like mad little routine of putting things on.
Always fiddling with cars and stuff.
So what do you reckon the most embarrassing car you've ever owned is?
Oh, probably what I was saying earlier, that Fiat 850. I think.
The Fiat 850.
It wasn't a me car. My old girl bought it for me. She thought she was doing me a favour.
Is that the one who used an Italian job that chased the minis?
No. The 850 was almost like a 500 with a boot on it.
Was it as big? Was it bigger? Was it the same size?
No, it's a little bit bigger.
No, okay.
It wasn't that nice a car, but that's probably the one I hated most.
Yeah.
It was a horrible thing.
They were larders in the thingy, weren't they? Well, no, Lanciers. No, they were Lanciers.
No, those Alfa Romeos.
Were they Alfa Romeo? I'd get it right if I named all the Italian brands.
I watched it 2 days ago.
Oh, did you?
On Christmas Day, wasn't it?
That is a Christmas Day movie, isn't it? Italian job.
So, have you tinkered about with cars and that, and modded them or whatever? What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done to a car?
Oh,
like you've
given one to me.
I think I was telling Dean this earlier. I had a 2000 GT Mark III Cortina 2-door, which would be worth a mint. It had the Pinto engine, the 2 litre, and I thought, this is a great car. So I got these seats out of a Triumph PI. Triumph 2500 PI, like Vela seats, blue Vela seats. So it was gorgeous. So to make them fit, I had to put bits of 2x2 wood to the floor and then screw the seats to the 2x2 wood. And I was like, yes, it's a really comfortable. The thing is, though, no one could get in the back. No one could get in the back because the seats were so high. So all the kids, when they'd come get in the car, they had to climb over the seat. You can get in there, you can get in there.
Safety wasn't a thing back in the day, was it?
No. Didn't have seatbelts.
No. I had a Mini with no brakes on it at all. In fact, somebody nicked it once and brought it back. It's the old Mini because the brakes didn't work. They just left it in the middle of the road.
I think going back in the day, like you've had a lot of old bangers, haven't you?
Yeah.
And it was like almost like a ongoing joke that my mum would have to. She was like an absolute ace at like jump starting cars. That was her job, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had a Opel Manta, the first Mark I Manta, which was Bob's, but when he was in prison I had it for like a while.
Right.
It was like, but to start it we had to park it on the hill. So, and then he's all
roll down and jump start
all the kids pushing it. The amount of times he fell smack down on her face and I go shooting off.
I love the fact he made my mum push it.
Second gear. She didn't have a licence back then, did she?
No, I didn't have a licence.
Yeah.
I drove for 10 years without a licence.
On public Private roads.
Don't tell your dad, Chris.
just on the
Well,
roads.
he won't watch this anyway.
Private roads.
10 years out of licence.
Wow.
Lorries as well.
You couldn't do that now.
No.
Definitely
You
not.
might want to edit that bit.
So we've got a leaderboard going with how many points you've had on your licence in the years.
All right.
Have you had any? And
Yeah.
if so, how many?
Oh, loads. At the moment I've got 6 points on my licence. Should be more, but there's a reason why there ain't.
We won't divulge.
Right, hold on. Let's not get you in trouble. Have you had more in your car career than 36?
36.
Accumulated.
Probably, yeah. I used to always get done for driving with no tax and insurance and no licence, so I was always in the court.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was always in court.
So if
12
you
points.
was to-
I've been beaten.
Yeah, I think.
I wouldn't say,
have been.
I couldn't tell you how many I've had, to be honest with you.
But then you have been, like, you probably passed his test 20 years.
Yeah,
20 years before
yeah.
you, so.
I didn't.
No, he just said he drove for 10 years without a licence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
So maybe
Why
not.
not ask?
Might have to edit that bit out.
Yeah, I think so.
Might have to pixelate his face at the end of this as well.
Yeah.
I'm behind Dean.
So there's a strong suspicion that
You might have been beaten.
he might have probably been beaten.
I mean, bearing in mind I've been driving a lot longer,
Yeah.
so yeah, probably.
Got a few years in.
Who's had the least?
Yeah, I
Who's
have. I'll get up
had
to
the least
54.
me?
I've only had 3.
Yeah, I was 3. Me and you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, somebody's had none, haven't they?
Aaron had none.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got
He's never been caught.
Aaron got done for an unsafe vehicle or something to do
But
with
no,
his
he's still
feet.
got 3 points.
Did he get 3 points?
Did he?
Oh no, dodgy handbrake.
Yeah.
That's me.
Was that you?
That's Chris's dad.
Somebody's got
No,
none.
he was just too low. He got
too
one-
low, yeah.
Too low. Yeah.
in that Mark II.
Maybe
container.
Wayne.
One, two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah,
way.
the red one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I probably had, I don't know, I must have had quite a few in the years I've been driving, so yeah. So I wouldn't say.
It's safe to say we'll probably be joint first then.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
just do that.
Well, I can't confirm mine, so you can confirm yours. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep
But
it.
write your name first.
Yeah, well, yeah. What is the fastest you've ever been in a car? Driver or passenger?
Probably as a passenger. I think he was just touching 180 when he figured he should slow down a bit because I was going green. That was in a Lotus Colton.
Lovely car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lotus Colton going down the Leighton Buzzard bypass before it had these the traffic lights on it.
Yeah,
It was just
yeah.
a straight road. I was doing a job for a guy in Luton and a guy called Gene. And I used to love his cars, and you used to see him once.
Yeah, I went there, yeah. And he was telling us that he actually, before they sold him the car, he had to go and do like an
Course.
intense
Yeah.
driving
Yeah.
course.
Wasn't that the
It
fastest production car in the
It
world?
was, yeah.
Yeah, at one point it was, yeah.
Awesome, absolutely awesome. And it would, I mean, I've been in my mate's Cosworth, he had the Cosworth Monte Carlo Escort, and that was kicking, that was fun. But that Colton was way, whether it was faster, I don't know, but it seemed faster.
I think they would have been faster.
Yeah,
'Cause
it was-
my dad's mate had a GSI 3000,
Yeah.
which is one down from the Lotus, and
Yeah.
that thing was fucking rapid.
That Lotus was just awesome. But I think he slowed down at 180 because he could see I was like uncomfortable.
Slowed down to 180.
Hanging on. I was doing fingers at the dash, he thought, let's slow down a bit.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Um,
Lotus Colton.
Obviously, you just told us about your passing your test. How many times did it take to pass your test?
3.
Did it?
First
yeah,
time-
join it with me then. It's in the
First time-
You
family.
did ask me that question.
We thought of it the other week.
First time
First time.
I took my test, it was in, my old man had a Fiat, a racing Fiat hatchback, and I've never even sat in it before. Then I said, I've got my test, and he went, well, you might as well take that. So he drove all the way to the test place in it, got out, let me sit in the driving seat, and then I went through the test. It's like, I didn't even know where anything was. Second time I took it in my brother-in-law's Ford Popular,
Oh, no.
that had 3 forward gears on it, and the indicator was in the centre of the steering wheel. And it had one of them little orange things that stuck out as an indicator.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, no, this ain't good. So I failed on that one. And then the third time I done it in a proper car, like
Yeah,
driving
driving
instructors.
instructor's car.
and then I passed there.
Was that with, what's his name, taught me?
Yeah,
Yeah, he taught me as well, but I didn't
What's his
pass
name?
with him.
Yeah, we
Ron?
Ray.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get in it and he'd be like, start reading the newspaper.
Yeah, just smoking fag and just look out the window. I was like, oh, slow down, you did 90 on the A5. I was like,
Really boring. But you'd be like driving along thinking, what do I do next? And he'd be like, oh, you're all right, you know how to drive. And you'd be like, you're supposed to be teaching me.
it got me through my test.
Yeah, I had to go with somebody else in the end.
So you both did 3 times. You did 1.
First time, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I was driving both your XR3is.
Yeah.
They both had.
Mum had
You
one,
had a 91.
I had the Mark 3, Mum had the Mark 2.
Yours was an F plate, wasn't it? Hers was an 88.
Mine was a Q plate, actually.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
I know, hers was quicker, but hers was older.
Yeah.
That's probably why the bonnet flipped up. It was probably a
Could have
write-off.
been in an accident.
Yeah, it could have been.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
It went though, it was a good car.
That was lovely.
Flying machine.
Yeah.
Another time in that car, the sunroof exploded when I had the music up to the house. I had Metallica going on and having some light welly in it, and the sunroof just come down on me. It's like, whoa!
Screams like twisted chassis, doesn't it?
Yeah, something else.
With all this then, would you own an electric car?
No.
No, not at all.
You've drove a couple, haven't you?
I've only drove one, which is your Uncle Peter's.
Did you not get one as a hire car?
Oh, sorry, I have, yeah. I drove,
The
yeah, I've had
BMW.
them as like lease cars, yeah. I drove a couple, yeah. I had the BMW, what's it called, like an X3, but it's the electric one. That was quick, that was really quick.
Yeah.
I
I think you do, even if you don't agree with electric cars, you need to get in one to experience the initial G-force. It's insane.
What do you feel about the second-hand?
That's the thing, we don't know until for a while, do
Who's
we?
going to buy a second-hand electric car?
Well, they don't know yet, do they?
I mean, you look
Surely
at
someone's bought.
you look at my BMW. That's 26 years old. Can you see a Tesla
Nothing's
still being on the road?
designed to last that long.
26
Nah.
years. Yeah.
Nothing's
It's
designed
all
to
it's all
last
like
that
white goods now, isn't it?
Yeah. Not saying that mine is still on the road. it's barely on the road. It's 26.
It's parked
long. Yours
on
is
the
like a
road.
museum piece, isn't it?
Let's see if a Tesla had that much work done to it.
It probably would have been cheaper me buying a Tesla.
They are fast though, they are really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they like top end.
Well, I think they only get to about 120, aren't they?
Shall I tell you,
Yeah,
shall I
they're
tell
not-
you a story? But it was on a private road.
Go on in.
Yeah.
And I was flying along and this Tesla came alongside me, so I think we were both doing 130 at one stage, and this alert on my dash come up saying speed camera alert as you're going around a bend by
On a private road?
on this private road by where the Don Stadium is. And so I pulled back, because like back down to 70, and he went shooting around a bend, and there was a camera van at the top of it, and when I got to the bottom of this private road where the roundabout is, where the Little Chef is, not Little Chef, the McDonald's is down there, it used to be Little Chef.
Yeah, it looks
He was calling me all the names under the sun. Not my fault, is it? Yeah, that's quite fun.
Takes two to tango.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't own an electric car then?
No, I couldn't be bothered with the hassle. I want to just go and put fuel in it and go.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sitting there
I
charging.
was in an electric car a couple of days ago, in a Nissan Leaf, the newer one. And when we left Milton Keynes...
Do you want to admit that?
Yeah,
It's
I wasn't
exciting.
driving. Yeah.
They should have called it a Twig.
No, but you know, like they say about
The
the...
Nissan Twig.
You know, they say about the
Range anxiety.
anxiety, yeah. So basically, we left Milton Keynes and it had 85 miles on it, and we were only going to Cambridge and back. So that's probably, what, 60 mile?
Yeah, it's probably 30 odd miles.
So we should have had enough to get there and back. And he picked me up, and I got in it, and he's like, all the windows all steamed up, the wipers are all like not on, and it was like pissing down. And he's like, I can't use the wipers, we can't use the heating, so you're gonna have to like wrap up. I'm like, what? So we jumped in his car and we drove off, and I thought he was joking, and then we were just driving along. I'm like, I can't see anything, so he can't see anything either, and all the windows are
How
steamed.
dangerous is that?
I know,
It's
and I
sort of
was like, why don't you put your wipers on? And he's like, because it uses too much electricity. I'm like, it can't do, I'm sure it can't. So then we went to a happy medium where when the windows steamed up, we'd put the fan on but not the heat in, so the cool air would get rid of it, and then as soon as it got rid of it, we then turned it off.
That sounds like too much hassle.
Well, we got back to Milton Keynes and there was like 12 miles left in it.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind,
But
we
if
had
you sat in traffic for 20
couldn't have the
minutes,
stereo
you'd be
on.
knackered.
Yeah, we would have, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I don't get with
That,
it.
and that's, I can get why
I
people
think
don't.
like, in winter time as well, we're using your lights a lot and your wipers
Yeah.
a lot and the heating a lot and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And battery doesn't last long.
But it was almost like a Top Gear challenge because it was like, can't use that.
So
can't use
ultimately,
this,
you've got to drive it on a bright sunny day that's warm,
Yeah,
only in daylight hours.
yeah. But I'd say if you was driving it around town, it would be a perfect car to have. But
I heard that they was trying to make JCBs electric, and they built one, and they took it in the middle of, like, it should have been like a 3-ton electric digger, and it ended up being 8 tons or something like that. And he said, right, okay, we built this this 8-ton digger would work 24 hours a day with diesel. Now it's going to work 3 hours and then need charging up. How are we going to charge it? So in the middle of nowhere, they use a diesel charger. A diesel
There's an
generator.
irony
So it's
there,
like,
isn't
this is pointless.
Yeah.
So they didn't,
That's the other thing, isn't it, with electric cars? If you live in a tower block,
Yeah, how do you charge
Yeah,
it?
you're buggered, yeah.
or you live in anywhere else but your house. I don't know. I don't get it.
And I think the novelty of owning them is starting to wear off because they're bringing in...
hydrogen's going to be...
Well, no, not just that, they're bringing in a taxi. They're going to start taxing you if you've got an electric car now. So
Are they?
that was always the incentive,
It's just the
wasn't it?
hassle that goes with it, of plugging it in and, you know. I know you have to put fuel in your car, but you do it whenever you feel like it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's... I don't think I would... There were a lot of money as well. I think he said to me, how much do you reckon this was? Brand new. And I was like, I don't know, 17 grand. It was like 35 grand.
Really?
5 years ago.
For a Nissan Leaf.
Yeah, 35 grand 5 years ago. He goes, how much do you reckon it's
20.
worth? How much do you reckon it's worth now? I was like,
8.
well, I said about 10, 11, and he was like 7.
Whoa.
It's got like 52,000 miles on it.
So how does that work with the mileage? Like obviously the wear and tear to the parts, the bearings and the brakes.
I think the
But
good
how
thing
does the
about electric
engine-
cars is there's not a lot of moving parts, is there?
Ultimately, at the end of it, you will have to change the battery.
You've done every wheel
pack
on
in
a
it.
motor.
You
What
will
about
have
the motor though? Like
Every wheel has a motor.
Yeah, so
I'm not
there's-
sure if all of them do they? Or,
So depends how it's driven, mate.
Some of them
like
do, some of them don't.
my one's only got a motor at the back that feeds the 2 wheels.
yeah.
Is that hybrid?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
plug-in hybrid. Yeah.
Oh,
I think Teslas have got one on each corner.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like McLaren P1s, for example, I know that's a hypercar, but the 10-year-old ones, they're having to change the full-blown battery out of it, and it's something like £250,000.
Is it?
Yeah.
But going back to the would you own a electric car? I think I might have that BMW i8 that we drove past on the way out.
That's nice. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get
But-
you get the best of both worlds with that,
That's
because
a hybrid though, isn't
yeah,
it?
like mine, I can drive 300 miles on petrol, and then I can do 36 miles on electric. But if my electric runs out, I just put it in sport mode, and then the engine charges my battery.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Which is so you don't
Which is how you do it.
Sit there charging up and plugging.
no,
it in.
but then I've got a charger at home and I've got a charger at work. So if I want to add a bit more to it, I can.
Yeah.
But I think I've only charged it 2-3 times in the 8 months I've had it.
I think that would probably be the way it goes. You'd have one of each.
I think the way to go is just V8s, basically.
That would be lovely,
just
wouldn't
V8
it?
everything.
That would be lovely.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, money no object.
Yeah.
5 cars from
5.
any period, anything. What would you buy? Could be anything at all from any country.
Wow.
What would you buy?
Nissan Leaf.
Yeah, Nissan Twig.
That's at the top. No, I think I was watching one the other day. I sent it to you, didn't I? That Shelby Super Snake GT500 Super Snake. That was
Is that the Eleanor?
that was appealed to me.
No,
I wouldn't be able
it's
to
a
get in
new
it.
one.
No, it's
new one.
yeah, it's a new
Yeah,
one.
new one.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really
It
nice.
just looks. It looks like a monster, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just mean.
I wouldn't be able to get in it, but I'd like to
Yeah.
have it just revving it. You know, just,
So, you drove your dream car, didn't you? Back in a little while back, the Mustang.
Yeah.
I went on the
So
bullet
it's
Mustang.
always his dream to drive the bullet
I've
Mustang.
got
I went with you, didn't I? That was
driving experience. I've got the Bullet Mustang.
Where was that?
That's down in Wickham way, wasn't it?
That was by where they used to do the market, Bovingdon.
Oh, Bobbin.
Yeah, that one,
Bobbin,
yeah.
The Scooby Doo market. Every stall's like there's 4 stalls, and then it's the same 4 stalls the whole way down.
yeah.
It's like the
Yeah, when
Scooby Doo
there's-
where they used to run down
Yeah,
the corridor.
yeah.
It's the same bit.
Before that, though, on the airstrip, wasn't it?
Yeah.
By the where you go to McDonald's.
But I was really disappointed with that.
Yeah.
Mustang.
So leading up to it, that was always
That is
going to be
Mustangs. Mustangs do that.
the yeah.
But this one, so I was on this course, I could have had anything I wanted. There was like Lamborghinis, Porsches, Ferraris, everything down there. But no, I want to do the Bullet Mustang, so your mum got me the Bullet Mustang experience. Got in it, and it's like, it's a really old car for a start. It's a 60s car, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, this is nice, son. The guys took me around the track and I'm thinking, oh, he's holding back a bit, you know, it's not, what's all this all this thing going past? Oh, this is nice. And you'd have been alright with it, like driving this
He'd have screamed so fast.
So I had to put a crash helmet on. I'm thinking this is a bit pointless. So anyway, I'm driving, and he goes, "What, your turn?" So it had no power steering, and it had no acceleration or whatsoever. And you think, how does Steve McQueen do this chase in this vehicle? Because it's like
They speeded it
it's
up.
like an old banger. But I think it weren't right. I think there was something wrong with it.
Oh, really?
And they shouldn't have really had it on there that day. But I wasn't very impressed with it. It looked good. I mean,
Yeah.
it looked.
I remember
Yeah,
watching
they look
it.
great.
You see these aerial atoms going, and this Mustang leaning around the corner, like he was like that on a boat going around the corner.
Just because it had no power
Like that.
steering, you could just keep it on the track. It's like,
And it leaned the other side going the other way. It's like a Citroen 2CV where it's going up.
yeah.
So we've got the one, we've got the Super Snake.
Oh yeah, Super Snake. Money's no object.
Yeah.
Cool. I'd have to have something. I'd have to have a BMW. I just adore BMWs.
Got a 5 Series you can have if you want it.
No, I've got one.
Yeah.
Which is good actually. I don't know. I'd have to have a BMW. That's a hard question.
Old or new? That's the way you got to go in it.
Right, yeah. Well, I'd have a 57 Chevy
Yeah.
at the start, because that was always my dream car,
Yep.
57 Chevy, because when they used to play with them Xbox cars, it was, you can't play with this one, because this is mine.
Yeah, never let me play with that.
And the Pontiac Firebird.
Bullnose
Oh,
Pontiac.
you can have a Firebird?
Yeah, the Pontiac Firebird.
That's
The
free.
one the, what's his name, made in
Smoking the Bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was lovely. That was on yours, wasn't it?
I thought
Yeah.
you liked the bullnose one.
Yeah,
You,
that was,
you always bought. I
that
used to
was
have.
it, what? It wasn't
No, I
that,
didn't have the bullnose. Not a Smoking Bandit.
Was it? Oh,
No.
What's the difference between a bull?
It had like two big, like square vents on the front,
Oh, okay.
and then the bonnet louvers.
oh,
Like
maybe.
really
No,
aggressive.
Maybe it was that
looking.
one there.
But I just remember having Matchbox. You always bought me Matchbox toys. It
I like the blue one, you weren't allowed to touch it.
Yeah, when that's such his cars. It had a big track. And remember Racing Chase?
Racing Chase, yeah.
Yeah, I nearly got that.
Bought it for you for Christmas and we used it.
Yeah, you and Robin both would let me nowhere near it. It's like Sky Electrics.
Spilt
but-
vodka and orange all down the track.
Yeah.
We had that for years, though, didn't we?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was like Sky Electrics, but you had a Corvette and a police car, didn't you?
You
Yeah.
could hit the top and
And it
turn
had
around.
it had a bridge, and you could, as you went around the corner, you could hit the top and it would reverse the polarity, so the car would go the other way. So it's like,
Yeah, that's good.
But they wouldn't let me play it.
Yeah, a bit bad, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
you-
It was his Christmas present as well.
Yeah.
I got to watch two drunk old farts playing with it.
Talking about that, do you want to have a beer?
Yeah, I've had my hand up.
Trying to get Chris's attention.
While the beer's come, two more, mate. Two more cars.
Yeah, Lotus Colton.
Yep, that's 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'd have to have one now, wouldn't you?
yeah, Lotus Colton. And I think I'd be in Dean's Market. I'd have like one of them trucks, a big truck.
Would you?
Yeah, I like that.
I might.
The guy I work for down in Bicester, he's got the Shelby,
Yeah.
the big Shelby one, which sounds like it bounces when it's on tick over. It's like jumping up and down. And
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's got a black
F-150.
Shelby. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So probably I mean, always
Yeah,
admire.
no,
I know you kind of stand out a lot, but that's what you want to do.
The Matt's one's lovely, isn't it? That
Yeah,
Dodge
yeah.
Ram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched
Yeah.
that Yellowstone?
Yeah.
They got the 350s with the dual lease.
Yeah.
Man, they're so aggressive looking at the
Yeah.
back.
Well,
You wouldn't be able to park them anywhere here.
No.
What was he like when we did the track on the track the other
Cheers,
day?
Chris.
Yeah. When we was on the track, he was just obviously driving Matt's Ram, and he was
I
like,
wouldn't let him know anyway, would I?
every
But he was
time-
like,
I think they're twisted.
come on, let Chris have a go. I was like,
Don't know.
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I think that van has an appeal, doesn't it? Because you remember when we did that?
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just heat the steering wheel.
Yeah, because I
and
think
heat
I
the
drove
seats.
all of Matt's cars a couple of years ago on that thing, didn't
Yeah.
I?
Oh, we
And
made the Golf up there,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
the Ram was just epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just epic.
But I must admit, I drove that from his house to here, and I didn't like it at all.
Did you not?
Not on the country roads.
No. You've got to be used to them. You've got to
Yeah,
like
it
drive
was-
over the.
Literally, every time something come past me, I was just like, it's horrible. Yeah.
I think he said his wing mirror took off.
Well, he said to me, he said, if you're worried, just push the button and the wind mirror's coming. I'm like, how big is this thing? It's
It's
huge.
huge. I'd have another one. I
Yeah.
think that'd be the car that I'd have anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your red one was gorgeous, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It looked the part, didn't it?
I'd like an
I think I said that was one of my favourites of yours,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Maybe I'll
Yeah,
get
so
another one.
that's probably more 5. Have I done 5?
Yeah, you've done 5,
no,
mate.
you
Yeah,
done five.
yeah. Nice
Very
one.
good. What else have we
Lotus
got?
Colton would have been probably top of the 3.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Think about it. Although I would have had the Escort Monte Carlo Cosworth as well,
Yeah.
because that was so over 6 I thought.
That's all right. No, you can have as many
So
as you want.
I think
But why though? Like because of speed or
Just because
like,
it just turns heads. You can't look at a Cosworth, even the 500, the first one.
yeah, I'd have an RS 500.
Yeah, you got one.
Wow,
And people
definitely.
just look at you. Can't. They're just there, aren't they?
yes,
gorgeous.
Dave's Monte Carlo is basically like a rally spec, wasn't it?
It was the rally spec.
Had the
one,
white
Yeah.
rally wheels on it, didn't
yeah,
it?
the old Z wheels on it.
Yeah.
And it was a duck egg fluorescent, so it would go blue and green and all that.
It was lovely, wasn't it? But I think they only made like 500 of them or something, didn't they?
They weren't a
Yeah.
lot, yeah.
And he had like
They had
400
it super
more.
chipped up as well.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. When he passed me, and I was doing 120, he passed me like I was standing still. And
Yeah.
It was gorgeous.
But I must admit, I still like the proper, not the proper, just a normal Escort Cosworth. There's something about the Escort Cosworth wheels. I don't think anything's ever topped it.
Yeah.
I'd love those. As much as I did love Dave's, because it was just like, it was a rally car, wasn't it?
It was
But
really fast.
I always liked the...
I think the Monte Carlo was, it sounds obvious, they were made to celebrate Ford's win at the Monte Carlo rally.
Yeah.
So it was like a limited edition
rally
one.
spec, wasn't it? Yeah. All the suspension, yeah.
It's a nice motor.
Yeah, it was nice.
How come you never bought an American car? Some of your 5 are all American muscle cars. How come you never had one?
I don't know, I never had an American car, never had one.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, because 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
muscle
I
cars.
never had American cars. Maybe my old man.
Yeah, because Grandad had some, didn't he? I remember
Yeah.
that big red thing he had,
Yeah.
Buick or whatever it was.
He had something called a Bearcat once. I remember having a Bearcat, whatever that was.
Google that.
I know what a meerkat is.
I'm sure it's a Bearcat. I'm sure it's a Bearcat, yeah.
What car would you have next?
BMW.
Another BMW.
Yeah.
What would you go for now? Because you got the 5 Series and the X5.
X5, because
You want
getting
something
on a bit
higher
now.
up.
Yeah,
Is the
yeah.
X6 bigger, or is it? Because they all look the
They
same
do
to
an
me.
X7.
They-
X7 now.
The X6 is actually
Got
only
a
a 4.
hatchback.
It's only a 4-seater, isn't it?
The
Wow.
X6 has got the slope back. They do an X7.
Oh, it's like the, yeah, it's almost a pointless
shitty
one.
bang bang.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Bearcats are like shitty bang bang.
Is that? No.
That was based on the Zephyr.
Maybe it was a
Chitty Bang
Bearcat then. Chitty Bang Bang, that's it. That's the one.
That could be, actually, we might as well. What's your favourite movie car?
Did you say favourite?
Favourite. I think.
Favourite.
I need to. Yeah, I need some English.
Favourite
lessons.
movie car?
Just lick your lips before you say it. Favourite.
Probably the Merc in Cobra.
Yeah, okay.
Slice Merc.
Yeah.
The lead sled.
Yeah, Leslie.
Is that what was at the Scramble last year? You know, you kept seeing with the big grill.
Yes.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It had like the moon wheels on that. On
Yeah,
the,
that's it.
On the
Gorgeous,
Cobra, the moon
stunning.
wheels.
Yeah, that one then. With chopped roof.
Yeah, chop roof on
They look like they're sloping back
That's
down,
my favourite.
don't they?
Yeah, that's my
No.
favourite movie car.
Beautiful.
Like they've got the grills like big bars that come down. There's an old like 40s car, isn't it?
Yeah, with chop roof and it
Mercury.
just looks evil, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's stunning.
He had some cool cars in his films, hasn't he? Because he had the pickup in Expendables.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Is that the same as your mates? Ewins?
Yes.
It is, isn't
Yes,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got an F1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1950 F1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very cool. So we've done your favourite cars.
Favourite.
Favourite.
Yeah. You want some of this beer?
I think I need it. Oh, my mouth's going all dry. What else we got, Barry?
We have got best movie car chase.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, without a doubt, Baby Driver.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's at the beginning.
That wasn't my favourite though.
It wasn't yours? No, yours is
You said the-
American Graffiti, wasn't it?
Yeah, American.
No, not.
No, did you
that's
say
my
Blues
car.
Brothers?
Blues Brothers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got me on Blues Brothers.
Yeah,
Like,
those was
the
good.
chase
But,
for that.
Baby Driver with that.
Baby Driver was
Subaru.
amazing.
Yeah.
Is that the red one at the
bit.
beginning?
Yeah, it's brilliant, stunning.
I like the way that film went because it started off and it's pinpoint perfect.
Yeah.
But then as the film goes on, he starts making mistakes because of the film's going that way as well.
Yeah,
You have to watch it again to realise.
it's really
I'd
good.
watched it once.
What was the other film where he? I can't remember. That was quite good as well. It's got Ryan Reynolds in it, and there was something about
It's called Driver.
No, Ryan Gosling.
Ryan.
I never liked that. We went to watch it
not
anyway.
that one. Ryan Reynolds is in it. He's about it's a
Oh, Denzel with Denzel Washington.
no.
Oh,
That's called
It's
where he's in the boot.
yeah.
it's something
Safe
like
House.
No.
Yeah.
This the Eighth Dead or something.
Oh, Six Underground.
6 Underground.
Is there a chasing that? Is there? I
Yeah,
watched
they've
that.
got the Alpha Julia.
Like
the
green one.
Yeah, the green one at the beginning. That's
yeah,
a
With the
good
Italian
choice.
boy where he gets a spike for it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's a good car choice, isn't it?
Yeah, that
Don't
is
remember that
actually.
What about Italian Job? You only watched it a
That's
couple of days
brilliant. I
ago.
watched it the other day.
Classic.
It is a classic.
So
isn't it?
did they fall off the cliff at the end? Or
They
did
made the
get
second
the
one, you know.
No,
They done a follow up to it.
did they?
Yeah, they done a follow up to
With
it.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Really?
Yeah, never released it.
Never released it.
No. done a follow-up to it.
Oh, wow.
I didn't
I
know
wouldn't
that.
bet, I've no idea.
I've listened to some
It's
really
like-
dodgy podcasts about physics, about what would happen, how they would get out of that scene. There's some.
They couldn't, could they?
They could have potentially. They could
They
have.
like lasso the gold and pull it.
It was
Like
meant.
Fast
It was
and
meant.
Furious.
It's jump.
It was meant to be like Michael Caine was supposed to crawl along, hand the gold back, and transfer the weight. And
One piece at a time.
someone said take the windows out of the back, and there was just a whole load of conspiracy theories. But the bottom line is they're still there.
Yeah. They chucked all the minis off the Alps.
Yeah,
didn't
that was
they?
a shame, wasn't it?
Yeah, I love that film.
Cooper S's.
So, track that. Is it best track?
Yeah,
Best,
if you're into it.
best track.
Yeah. So if you were to do a track day like you did with your Bullet Mustang,
Yeah.
any car, any track in the world.
Well, I've been round Silverstone,
We went round
the
Silverstone.
wrong
didn't we?
way round in a Sierra Estate with these two in it.
How do you go round the wrong way?
We used to go and work with him quite. I used to bunk off school quite a lot.
Right.
And I used to just go work with you, didn't I?
Don't say that, Cam.
Don't worry, it's a safe space. Nobody watches it. Yeah, I used to go work with him, and we
We was
did a
going
job.
down the, what's his name? Martin Brundle? Is it Martin Brundle?
Martin Brundle.
Brundle I was doing some work there, and I said to the guy, "Can I take the car out there?" He went, "Yeah, come on, no one's out on it." So off we went, but it was going the wrong way round in the Sierra.
Brilliant.
That was fun. So, would you do it in a Sierra again, or if you could do it?
Sierra Estate.
Did I get mine off you? 2 litre IS. So, yeah.
Probably. He'd give you loads of. He hasn't given you a car
I can't
yet.
remember where I bought that
You can tell who the favourite son is.
I don't.
from. You're not supposed to know. They used to
What
drive
colour
past
was
me
it?
playing American football to watch you play football.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody likes
It's
American
Dean
football.
over there. In the mud. Could be late for Russell. Can't
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, no. So, would it be Silverstone in a Sierra estate or not?
No. Favourite. I'd quite like to do Monaco
Nice.
because I like the roads.
Yeah.
I like that twisty turny stuff. I like.
In what car?
Something a bit decent.
Lotus Colton.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
So they got no stuff thing like that, have they?
Traction control.
Traction control.
I suppose it wouldn't have had.
no, they would have had back then.
Well, they're 90s car, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80s, isn't it?
What? Lotus Colton?
Yeah, it's 80s.
Maybe 89, just.
Is it?
Maybe.
Chris,
Chris?
To
I
go
think
go.
Lotus Colton, I reckon.
I reckon it's been 91, 92.
Yeah, I reckon early 90s.
So,
Very early
you had
90s.
the old Lotus Colton, and then you had the, what did the police used to use? The Amiga. They were very
Yeah,
similar.
Vauxhall
weren't they?
Amiga.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were very similar.
and the
weren't
Volvos.
They had the
Do you remember
3 litre
Volvos they had?
V6.
they? Mm.
Police in them T5 Volvos.
The T5 was lovely,
In the
wasn't
States.
it? Yeah.
Yeah,
They took over the
The touring.
racing. Yeah,
You got no
touring.
interwebs?
Oh, that's got that.
yeah.
Let me have a look.
2.5s, you know, big estates.
So you drove round, what's the one by Amptill as well?
Oh, yeah, I had a job in Millbrook.
Millbrook, that's
Yeah,
it.
I
It's in
was
Millbrook as
driving.
well.
I drive around. I was only there for a little while. I was taking the Vauxhall VXR8s around there,
Oh, nice.
around the banked up track.
Yeah.
90 and 92.
Yeah, 90 to 92.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Yeah, it
45.
was close to 91.
Yeah,
Yeah, because was it Millbrook?
Millbrook.
Yeah, isn't that what they use for testing?
Yeah, it's proving ground, yeah.
If you watch one of the Bond movies, I can't remember which one.
It's
it
the
is.
one where-
Casino Royale, when
Yeah.
they flip
When
the
they
Aston.
flip the car,
Yeah.
yeah, that's done there because
Yeah.
that's all photographed on the walls all
Yeah.
around the offices where
Yeah.
they flipped it up there.
You'll be surprised how many films are actually
right.
filmed at Millbrook
Yeah,
when
because-
they're meant to be.
They've got like
Glamorous
I think they've got
places.
7 tracks there. They've got
Yeah.
one called a Scale Electric track, which is dead flat, which has got twisty bends on it, and you have to hit that flat out, and you can hear these things screeching all
Yeah.
up. Then they've got the Range Rover track, which I teach people how to drive Range Rovers. They've got the off-road one. They've got the one.
You can imagine these posh toughs, couldn't you?
Yeah, they've got the Aston Martin one as well. They've got an Aston Martin one there.
Oh, wow.
Track there. Yeah.
Because it's all different, like, uneven roads and things like that. Just
Belgian pave cobbles and all that.
Yeah.
yeah.
The VXR8 that was shifting. That was I was doing 130
Oh, yeah?
mile an hour. In that. 130 mile an hour, and there was a film troupe.
It's better
This is
than
where I get it from.
What's your favourite?
There's a film troupe on a bridge going over, and you could like, there they are, zoom, and you go 1, 2, 3, for dead hour again. And this is like a 3 mile track, 4
wow.
mile track.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, brilliant. And I was shifting these things. And you could take your hands off the steering wheel. Not that I ever did. But you could, it would just stay on the bank.
Really?
Yeah, you get up to a certain speed on the degree of the thing.
And it just
you
take
can,
you around.
yeah, you can.
And the other thing
it
you
will
do
just
is
hold.
you get down to lane 2 and they've got something they call a bus stop. So you get down to 90 mile an hour, come down, and then you have to hit the bus stop and brake as hard as you can. That checks the ABSs. And these things, you actually think the car's going to fall to pieces. It's like bang, 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 bang. When the ABS is kicking in.
Yeah.
And this bus stop is only probably about 200 metres long. And when you're doing 90 mile an hour, that goes really quick.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it just stops, and they all stop. It's like, it's brilliant.
Wow.
It was a good job, but it was self-employed, and it was on one of these things where you don't work unless they need you, and
Yeah.
so you're sitting around a lot of the time. So
0 contract hour
Yeah.
before it was a thing.
Yep.
didn't last.
Yeah.
That was good. That was interesting.
Yeah, I bet it was.
I think I'm all done for questions.
Oh yeah, right.
Unless
So
you've got any more.
So
No.
Route 6. Oh no, go on.
Ugliest car ever made, in your opinion. We'll do the other one afterwards, mate.
What's that thing called? With a, it's like a people carrier with a
We were saying the same one.
Yeah, you all said the same one.
with a horrible round bit on the front.
Fiat Multipla.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said.
Everybody's saying it.
Yeah. Is that what
The,
it is?
the only
Yeah.
one that hasn't. No, there's been another one, hasn't there? I said that the Fiat Multipla, then I said the Austin Allegro, but with the Rolls Royce grille because it just.
Austin Allegro.
Oh, that's an ugly car, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, it would be the Fiat Multipla.
And they're always brown as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
Brown or beige.
Yeah.
Hearing aid beige.
Ugly things.
I was thinking about this the other day. When this channel makes it and we become like multi-millionaires and we start
Buy
doing,
one.
we
Buy
start
one.
yeah we start doing our challenges.
Should we make one call?
No, I think I need to buy a Fiat Multipla and try and make it look cool, and you need to buy the Pontiac.
Pontiac Aztec, yeah.
And we have to have a thingy off.
Can I add
And you
another?
need to
Can I
buy
add
the
another one
Allegro
into the
with
mix?
the-
Can I add another one into the mix?
Go on.
Do you remember the Granada Scorpio? That
Yeah.
come- and it had them fucking frog leg.
The
Cosworth
Cosworth
engine in it.
that had a Cosworth engine.
Yeah, it was fucking ugly.
It was a bit
Flying
strange.
machine.
It always reminded me of Robocop's car for some reason.
Yeah, those flying
It,
machines.
it wasn't it? Always like an American police car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still ugly.
Still, yeah. I don't think it's.
That's why it had a Cosworth engine, so you didn't have to look at it.
Yeah. Right. So Route 66. Would.
A Winnebago.
What do you go?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Comfort.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cook some
Getting on a bit,
Yeah.
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 Getting on a bit, yeah.
It's crystal.
Drive his Pontiac Aztec.
Yeah, Winnebago. Nice one of them big. The sides come out. We can just put the legs down. And
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
a bit of luxury.
No, fair
Oh,
play.
and they might have something strapped to the back of it, like a little,
Something fun.
yeah, like a
A
MX-5.
Fiat 850, whatever it was.
Like a little Mazda MX-5.
Oh, okay.
That was a fun car.
Yeah, Mum had one, didn't she?
Yeah, that was a fun
You loved
car. I
that.
loved that car. We used to drive around the country lanes playing the Italian Job theme music. with the roof down. On days like
What about our RX-7 though? That was like,
that was fast. Yeah, I blew that up, didn't I?
yeah,
She had the Mazda RX-7, and it was
the Mark 1.
Mark
nice.
flying machine. It went like a rocket.
It's
It had the rotary engine.
Yeah.
I remember you let me drive it. You said
Yeah.
when it beeps to change gear, just keep going.
Yeah. It beeped.
Don't change
well, that's
gear.
how
That's
I
why it
was
probably
driving
blew
it.
up.
Yeah.
My mate told me, you don't change gear till it beeps. It's like a rev counter.
Yeah.
And then you change gear.
She was always shouting at him, stop driving like this, you're going to break my... No, this is how I've been told to drive it. But then it broke it.
They use as much oil as fuel, don't they? It's
Yeah.
petrol.
Was that the Wankery engine?
Well, yeah.
Wankle.
Wankle.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Wanker, man.
Rotary engine.
Don't you say it?
Yeah.
That was a nice car.
Rotary engine. 1.3, isn't
She
they?
had
Yeah,
the,
1.3, yeah.
Toyota MR.
2.
MR2.
The Mark 1 of them. Flat back window.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
had one of them. Yeah.
I borrowed that.
She had some lovely cars, didn't
She
she?
did have some nice.
Gas
She
was
did.
something now.
Yeah.
Probably
She
shouldn't say.
had the one that she didn't like.
She had the XR2.
No, she loved that.
She didn't. She hated it because the number plate was knob.
Is that white?
That's
So
why.
what did she have? It was
She had a
white.
silver XR2 Mark 1.
I remember that one. Yeah, with
Yeah.
round lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had the
But
red
she didn't
brown
like it
lights.
because the number plate was knob. That's all right. And she didn't like the Manta either.
Manta, that was it.
GTE.
GTE,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a great car.
That was lovely.
Black, yeah.
That was like the Vauxhall version of a Capri, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Opel. They did a Royale as well. Didn't Grandad have a Royale?
Royale, maybe.
When
Yeah.
we went to Regent's Park in it.
No, I had that.
What did he drive then?
He had the BMW with a great straight for exhaust.
I remember there was like loads of accidents behind him.
Oh, talk about bad cars. He'd give me an Austin Maxi once, my man. Give me an Austin Maxi. We went down to Wakefield Farm, do strawberry picking. Do some strawberry. So we got all you lot in it, and Denise and all her family in it. We went strawberry picking, and come out of there, and because there was a super sausage calf down the road, all the bikers went. We come sort of out of there, then all the bikers come out behind us, and then this thing started spewing out oil. Black smoke, it's like something James Bond. And all these bikers are going all over the place out the back. And this thing, and it went down to about 2 miles an hour where we had to try and get it home. It was like, dong, 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 dong. I thought, no wonder you give it to me.
Oh, wow. All right, so yeah, Route 66, you'd do the Willy Wago. Yeah. If you was to do Route 66, what would the song be?
Road to Hill, Chris Rea.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah.
Part 1 and 2. Have you heard Part 1?
No.
You got to listen to Part 1. Part 1 and 2.
What's the difference?
Listen to it on the way home.
Yeah, they could do, can't they? What's the difference between Part 1 and Part 2?
You've got to listen to it.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard. What?
Road to Hill.
So which is the one that's in all the charts? 2?
Part 2, yeah.
Right.
Oh, right, I didn't even know
Didn't
it
know
was
it was 2 parts.
No, you need, it tells a story, it's all the story behind it.
Okay.
It's good, yeah.
Right, so while we're on that subject, would you have air conditioning or a radio? You can only pick one.
Aircon.
Aircon.
Right, the music.
I'll sing. I'll have a karaoke machine on the dash.
And play your. Do you still play your harmonica?
Harmonica, yeah.
He used to phone me up. He's like, I've been practicing.
I'd leave the radio. I'll get your mum singing, like Boots of Made for Walking.
Bob Dylan playing harmonica badly.
Yeah.
All right, so
no, I think I'd have a radio. I wouldn't be able to not have a radio.
You can open a window, can't you?
Yeah.
That's it. I'd have to have a radio. I love music. I adore music. You know that anyway. So.
Yeah, I always remember when you had the Granada. It would either be Bon Jovi playing like blaring out, or it'd be Metallica blaring out.
Yeah, or Guns N' Roses.
But obviously Bon Jovi, like the cowboy ones, not the sloppy ones.
Yeah.
So, some obviously funny stories about your car journey.
Ooh.
So one of the ones that you've always told me that I find hilarious is when you was playing imaginary basketball on the bridge.
Oh yeah, so
Putney Bridge.
Yeah.
It was all trying. Yeah, we used to do this thing where we well, probably had a Rover P5 V8. So we got all the windows down. And because we was bored, there's 4 of us in it, and so got the basketball.
Imaginary basketball.
They weren't really a basketball, so you got your basketball, dum 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 dum. Like, to you, Kev, so come over the top. I got it, dum 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 dum. To you, Dan, I got it, bang 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 bang. To you, Rob, he goes, I ain't playing the stupid. So we stopped in the middle of Putney Bridge and stopped the car. The brother-in-law was driving, got out to pick the ball up. We weren't really there. And then this car full of Italians behind us started giving us some grief, and it was World War III.
You ended up fighting on the bridge, didn't you?
Yeah.
All over a game of basketball.
Imaginary basketball.
That was quite funny, though. We used to have a good laugh at it.
Yeah, no, there's been loads of funny stories, haven't there?
Yeah, I mean, I used to take you lot out in my vans with me, and in the back, and you know, like the strap ropes that you strap stuff down to. They used to use them as swings.
Yeah.
And
What brilliant child did you
strapping in the back.
And we had literally, when we started, we had this, like, say this is the side of the van, we had the strap going from that side to that side, and we'd be sat on it, and then as he went around the corner, we'd go out and be like, woo, and then come back and smash our back on the side. And then somebody had the bright idea to go from side to side, so we'd like that side to that side, sat in the middle, and then as he's driving around, he'd go right up into like almost the ceiling, then come right back. Oh, we were laughing, weren't we?
And the other one I had, the pickup, the flatbed.
Yeah,
they stand on the back of the headboard, and I'd be doing like 60 miles an hour. There'd be 3 kids standing looking over the headboard like.
Yeah, I remember that. That was good. How we managed to survive? Yeah, literally.
What was that? That white transit van that you had? That was the one, wasn't it? It had the Union Jack flag on the bonnet.
Oh, that was British Express. Yeah,
it didn't have like overdrive and it was
Didn't you paint that on there?
No, it was Tim done that, who I worked for.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, so I think we're pretty much there for the point. Have you got any more questions?
No.
We've done them all. We've ticked them all off.
We've done them all, haven't we?
Yeah. Right, so thank you.
What would you tell your younger self?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. What I tell my young
involved not having me.
what I tell my young self? I don't know, because I don't.
How young? How young are you talking?
Just
like from like
before
3 or
you
like...
lot, or
no.
I think I'd say pay a bit more attention to what you're doing. Really.
watch me play, mate.
Never paid any attention as a kid.
Is that why you wore the top?
Never. You sit me in the corner of a garage with a...
Yeah, we got our
An engine.
Oh yeah, I do you remember it? So,
Yeah.
so what about this one? So me and my wife, we were like, I bought this Vauxhall Ventura. We've got time on this.
Yeah.
So I bought this Vauxhall Ventura, straight six, blue car, really nice car. It looks like an American car. It was a Vauxhall Vixen body, rather than the other one, and it had a straight six 3.3 engine in it. But the engine had blown, the piston had come through the side of it. So I'm like, okay. But how much do you want for it? He goes, give us 30 quid, I'll give you a tenner. He went, all right, just take it away, here's a tenner. So I give him a tenner for it, and we towed it back to in Stantonbury, and then I went out and bought another car for a tenner, what called Cresta, which had the same engine in it, for a tenner. So then me and my missus, we got in the garage, took the engine out, the straight 6 inch and gearbox, took them out.
That's why it's a ton.
Yeah, on the roof to us.
Oh, on the garage?
Yeah, I put it out with the block and
Build
tackle, and then we pushed the car out, pushed the other one in, drop it in, got in it, and there he goes. Like,
Look at that, young love.
Thanks, fire up, boom, here we go. And I won a lot of money with that car.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I said on my one that I remember you racing from Stacey Bushes to
we just got to
Stratford.
CB Club in Cosgrove.
There was actually a CB club.
Yeah, CB.
It didn't go very far, just around a campsite.
There's a CB Club, we had the meet in Cosgrove, and we used to come out of there, and we all had this bet, like blah, 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 blah. Like, and the A5B only went to Stacey Bushes.
Yeah.
So there's no lights on it or anything, it's just a straight road to Stacey Bushes, and you come up with Stacey Bushes.
Isn't it?
And then just booting it, man. I was flying. Me and your mum in the car, looked in behind, and you just see, where are they gone then? And I see this guy's like headlights go into the side of the road. It's like, whoa. So I'm standing up the top, like, where you going? This guy's a blue V6 transit van, up there, the V6 transit van.
Yeah.
The other one had the a V8 something or other, an old, what's that Rover, that horrible Rover, 800.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he had one of them, and that just died somewhere. So my £20 car was done for money every week these days. It's brilliant.
Talking of Cosgrove, did one of your mates land in the field on that little bridge?
Yeah, no, he done it on purpose. We writ a car.
Let's not name any names.
No, do you know the bridge at Cosgrove? You know,
Yeah, the little
it's like
bridge at Cosgrove.
straight after the
It's a
humpback
bend,
bridge.
it's a bridge on the bend.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he done it on purpose. He wanted to just see what it would be like. So he got this Escort, this really souped up Escort, and just hit this bridge and flying up. He went about 300 metres into the field and nosedived it into a field.
Oh wow.
And another geezer one, huh? He had a Capri, went to a pub in, well, outside this.
Yeah.
Right. He went to a pub in
Told you, it's a safe spot, nobody watches it.
He went to a pub in the city centre, it used to be called the Starting Gate.
I remember this.
I think it's turned into frames. It was
It
frames.
was Mr. Q's and frames, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it used to be
okay,
called the Starting Gate, and he got in a fight in there with all these bikers, and they threw him out, went outside, started his car and drove it straight through the window, and landed on about 12 of them, and he got put in jail for it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Shit.
Back in the day. Was this the 80s? You was born too late.
I was. Yeah, way too late.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Thank you for coming on. That's been really
Yeah,
good.
thank you very much.
Some great
Really
memories.
enjoyed it. I hope
Yeah.
it goes well. I hope it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's little things like this that just sort of, jog your memory.
I think this could have gone on for a lot longer than...
Yeah. How long's it been?
An hour and 15.
Oh, right, okay. It's one of the longer ones.
Yeah, longest one, yeah.
Yeah, you can add that to the leaderboard. No, thanks for coming on.
No, I really
It's
enjoyed
good.
it. I really enjoyed it. And I wish I had more stories to tell. I probably have, but
You can't tell them all.
We can always do a part two.
Yeah, we're doing part two, yeah.
Blank out some names and tell us some more. Right, thank you.
Cool.
Nice one.
Oh no, we need to do our outro, don't we?
Oh, yeah,
Have
we-
you pushed stop?
No.
All right.
Like, comment, subscribe, anything you want to see in the comments, let us know.
And we'll see you next Tuesday. Because that says
Oh no.
yeah.
I didn't get that.
Maybe the viewers haven't got it.